So we have an exciting episode that I've been looking forward to for a very long time, but it's only come to life in the past 2 weeks. And now it's really coming to life, and I'm gonna bring you guys along for the ride. Hopefully, all three of you that watch my channel will enjoy it, because I think it's gonna come out awesome. We are building the ultimate shop truck. In my opinion, it's gonna be fast, it's gonna be cool, it's gonna have air conditioning, it's gonna have a killer stereo. My goal is to run a 10-second quarter mile with it. I wanna be able to take it out on a road course this truck. I want to be able to go pick up a transmission from my transmission builder, or an engine from my engine builder, or run to the parts store and get oil. I want to be able to take my wife out to dinner in it. I want to take my dogs to get ice cream in it. I don't know. I want to be able to do whatever I want to do. If I want a road trip down from New York to Tennessee to see my sister and brother-in-law, or South Carolina to see my brother, or up to Maine to see some of my friends, or up to Rochester to watch the no prep races and see my buddies up there, I want to hop in this truck and cruise. So, ultimate shop truck, in my opinion. We are going to build it, and it is going to be a 2006 GMC Canyon, two-wheel drive, regular cab, short bed. All right, now that you guys have seen the truck, I hope you like it. It is completely stock. It is completely rust-free. And when I say rust-free, I'm gonna show you how rust-free, but there is no rust on this truck. The interior is even in awesome condition, and we got it for a steal of a price. Clean title, right? Zero rust, clean interior. It's dirty, it needs to be vacuumed and stuff, but it's super clean, no rips, no stains, no cracked plastic. The only issue with the entire interior is the sides of the little sun visors. They came unlaminated. They're like glued together. It's a common Canyon and Colorado problem. So that's literally the only issue with the interior. The only issue with the exterior is somebody backed into something, so it very lightly pushed the bumper. There's a crack in the taillight. We're replacing them. And it pushed the bumper and put a little tiny dent underneath the taillight in that little, recessed area. That's it. Super easy fix for us. We have a pile of parts. I don't know if it looks like much on camera, but it's a lot of parts. We're lowering this truck. We're doing a sound system. We're doing sound deadening. We're detailing it. We're putting fender flares on it for that wide body look. We're doing custom one-off wheels, which are already being built. Not showing you guys them just yet, but maybe I will at the end of the video. We did a rendering of what the truck is gonna look like. I think I will show it to you. You know what? I'll show it to you right now. Let me know what you guys think of this rendering. Leave me a comment. Like I said, this is a shop truck. So, let me know what you guys think, because I already have these wheels being built. The bumper is already on its way. I got shipping notification today, and we have a couple other things on the way. So all of this is going in the Canyon. Let's get the truck in the shop and start ripping it apart, because we got work to do. doesn't really work. Oh, maybe that. Does that work better? So, everybody asks, what makes the ultimate shop truck? Well, that depends on the person now, doesn't it? So, to me, like I said before, it's got to do everything and do it well. So, Havoc is what we've named our shop truck. It is going to be the ultimate shop truck. And here's the tricky part. It's a no money build. Now, how on earth does that work? Now, technically, there's money being spent, obviously. But any car guy, if you're like me, especially if you're older, you younger guys may not have it like this, but we hoard stuff. We hang on to stuff. We keep stuff that we don't use, and I'm guilty of it. So I decided to have a purge, and I started to figure out what I haven't used or touched or moved or seen or cared about in a year or more, sometimes several years. One of those items was an off-road trailer I built to tow behind my 4Runner. I used it one time. It has sat for 14 months collecting dirt, dust, and rainwater. And it was a spot to hold my kayaks. So I put it up for sale and we sold it. You know how much we sold it for? We sold it for the trailer, $5,500, right? I got notes. Then I had an old set of beat up FJ Cruiser wheels, stock wheels, no tires. We sold those for $150. FJ wheels, $150. Then I had a bed rack off my Tacoma that I haven't used in 2 years. It was practically brand new. It was a cheap bed rack, but I sold that for $180. Bed rack. Next, years ago, when Toyota was doing the frame recalls, I had the frame redone on my Tacoma. And since it was already lifted and modified, they gave me the parts that they were going to put in my truck, which included brand new leaf springs. So we sold the leaf springs. I've had those for about 7 years, brand new. We sold those for $125 to some guy. Leaf springs. You see where I'm going with this? If not, pay attention, use your head, figure it out. I took a set of tires off my wife's Yukon and put new tires on it, but they still had some tread. So I was like, well, maybe somebody can use some decent tires to get them by for a few months or through winter or whatever. So sold 4 tires for $200. Tires, 200. And then we'll get back to this next item, right? We'll get back to that one. Then we started buying stuff, right? Here, let's change colors here. So purchased items. What color should we use, guys? How about green? Yeah, we'll go with green. We don't have green on there yet. So over here, we bought, if you didn't see the previous video from, I think 3 weeks ago, you should go watch it. We found a rust-free S10 roller, identical to Karma, my turbo LS swap drag truck we're building. If you haven't seen my other videos, go check that one out. That one's pretty cool. It's getting ready to go in for its cage. So that truck happened to come with a fresh from the machine shop L33 aluminum 5.3. Forged pistons, forged rods, stock crank, all at the machine shop. The block was decked, everything was balanced, and everything was assembled, put together, and it was on a brand new engine stand. It also came with a set of, well, new, but fresh from the machine shop, $7.99 aluminum heads with a BTR cam kit. So springs, retainers, trunnion bearing upgrade in the stock rockers, and the machine shop decked the heads. So everything's nice, flush, flat, everything's ready to be used, right? It also came with an S300 Bog Warner turbo. I got all of that, the S10 roller, rust-free, the motor, the turbo, and everything else for $1,800, right? $1,800. We're gonna write down S10 and motor. So now we got a motor, we got a turbo, we got heads, we got a cam. It's a stage 1 BTR turbo cam. Perfectly set up for exactly what I want to do with it. Nothing crazy, nothing real expensive, but good parts. And it was all put together at a very reputable machine shop. So the next thing we did is we found the Canyon. Now the Canyon, as I mentioned earlier, is rust-free, super clean inside and out. The bed, everything just crazy clean. You already heard me rant about it. It has a bad motor. Tranny's good, everything else is good. It was just service, so it's got all kinds of nice new parts on it and everything else. We got that truck for $1,800. So the Canyon, we're gonna write Havoc because it's already been named. Havoc was $1,800. Now, I have a Vision, and the Vision is the ultimate shop truck. So I have ridiculously started ordering parts. As of right now, I bought a Raptor liner kit to spray the bed of the truck because I don't want that drop-in bed liner in there. So Raptor liner. So Raptor was $140. Then I bought hood struts because why not? It's so nice. Just open your hood and it stays up by itself. Hood struts. Those were $100. All the new lights, headlights, taillights, third brake light, fog light covers. I bought yellow Laminex to do the factory fog lights, and a full LED bulb kit for the whole truck. All of that cost $245. Crazy, right? Amazon, this is a budget build. We are scouring Marketplace for the best deals. We are asking friends if they got leftover parts. We are hitting up eBay. We are hitting up Amazon. We are all over the place, right? You getting the gist of this. This is a quality build. This is a budget build. This is not a cheap junk build. I don't do things like that. Fender flares. We found a really nice set of fender flares, smooth finish in black, brand new in the package, never installed, for 150 bucks. Now, we're doing a full stereo system in this. We've got 6x9 boxes and 6x9s for the back. They're gonna go down behind the back seats. We got new 6.5-inch speakers for the doors. We've got silicone speaker cones that will go in the 6x9 boxes and in the doors. Helps with sound. If you guys don't know what they are, look it up. It really helps with resonating sound, hollow sounds. It gives the speakers a much better sound. We ordered an amp. We ordered a new Bluetooth Apple CarPlay touchscreen head unit, and we ordered the amp wiring kit. We ordered speaker wire, the adapter harness to plug into the factory wiring for the head unit. I think that was everything. So all of that was a big chunk. Even though we budget shopped it, we didn't go crazy with it, but we bought all Rockford Fosgate stuff. Good quality stuff. That was $1,100. Stereo, $1,100. I also bought sound deadening. We're gonna pull the carpet and the door cards out of it, and we are gonna sound deaden the floor, the back of the cab, and the doors. Sound dead. That was, where are we at here? $145. We then ordered a DJM 3-inch front, 4-inch rear drop. We ordered their full lower control arm setup, so you keep your stock springs and struts in the front end, and the actual control arm has a 3-inch drop built into it. Never run them before, so we're gonna give it a shot. I don't know if any of you are familiar with it, but I want this thing to ride really nice. So if you can maintain full factory wheel travel and still get a 3-inch drop, that will be phenomenal. This is all stage 1. There will be stage 2. I plan on getting coilovers and other things too. So this is all stage 1. The rear is a 4-inch drop block with new shocks. So DJM 3.4 was, let's see here, $800 shipped total for the 3.4 drop. I then ordered a new bumper cover. I will show you guys that coming up. Bumper for the front. That was $339 shipped. $339. I got on Rock Auto and I ordered all new power stop brakes, front and rear, full brakes, everything except brake lines I ordered. I also ordered new hubs and wheel bearings for the front with the sensor and wire. That was $612. Brakes, $612. So front and rear brakes, hubs, wheel bearings, whole 9 yards. I ordered brand new upper and lower ball joints. Upper and lower for each side on the front cost $208. And then these trucks don't come with a cabin filter, but a company makes a 3D printed bracket that goes in underneath the wiper cowl that you can put a cabin filter in. I love that idea. Keeps crap from going down and in all your ducts and everything else. So that cabin filter and the 3D printed bracket, $33. Cabin filter, $33. And then the last thing I purchased as of right now is, again, I was on Marketplace and I found an OEM Colorado Canyon trailer hitch. The whole hitch assembly minus the bolts, which I have bolts here. So that guy wanted 200 bucks. I ended up getting it for $100. Thing's brand new. Hasn't even been on a vehicle. And it's an OEM hitch. Those U-Haul ones suck. So hitch was 100 bucks. As of right now, our total spent is $7,572. Sounds like a lot of money, I know. But there's more. I went and sold that S10 I bought with the motor for $1,200 to a friend of mine, and he paid me 100 bucks to deliver it. So we can add, where's my black marker, S10 to our sold list for $1,300. Now our total sales so far is $7,455. I also had an old F-350 that had been sitting around for 2 years. Old rusty dump truck. I was like, you know what? I don't need this thing. I haven't used it in 2 years. We're gonna put it up for sale. So I sold that truck for $6,500, and I took 1,000 of it and I put it towards the Havoc build, and the other $5,500 I put towards my construction company. So I borrowed $1,000. So F-350, 1,000, keeps things going. So as of right now, we have $8,455 that I didn't spend a dollar on. It's all stuff that's been laying around. We have $7,572 of parts purchased, including buying 2 trucks and a motor, for a remaining balance of $883. So today is the 14th, 7/14. Our balance is $883. We still have $883 to spend. And I have more stuff to sell. Don't get me wrong, there is a lot of stuff to sell. Like, I have tons of parts, tools, and stuff that has just been laying around. So leave me a comment. Let me know what you guys think of this so far. You guys want to see Havoc come to life? I'm going to show you a rendering right now. I'll put a picture up here. And that is what it's going to look like. You guys let me know what you think of my rendering. The wheels we're doing are 20 by 9. Actually, I'm going to put the flares on this, and I have a tool that you can measure your wheel size, diameter, and offset, backspacing, all that. I want to get that fitment perfect, and we're custom ordering these wheels. I have them on reserve. I have a time slot set for myself already. The color is picked out, the design is picked out. All I have to do is let them know the final offset and rim width. So we might go to a 20 by 10 on the rear and a 20 by 9 on the front, or we might run just a squared pattern, keep it the same front and rear. But that is the plan. So we have Canyon on the lift. We are going to start working on this thing and grinding away at the punch list of parts, because these parts are all chilling, waiting to go in. Now we have found a bunch of stuff too left over from previous builds. First, I want to give a shout out to Ronnie. This is an LS6 intake that he had laying on his shelf, and he said I could have it for the build. So I didn't have to purchase this. We are not using the fuel system or the throttle body on it, but I plan on using that intake on this build. Okay, the corner turbo that we got with this truck, I'm either going to put it on the shelf or I'm going to sell that and put that money towards the build, because if you look up there, there is 2 70/70 image turbos, billet wheels, that are brand new that I was going to put on Karma, the S10 drag truck, that one, but that's actually going to get a really, really big single turbo instead. for multiple reasons. You guys stick around, I'll explain why. So we are gonna put one of the 7070 ball billet turbos on this build. If you guys didn't see the previous video, go take a look at it. It's in the playlist called Havoc. This is our aluminum 5.3, brand new forged pistons, forged rods, polished crank, BTR sitting in there, 799 heads, BTR 660 springs, retainers, all that good stuff. Trunnion upgrade, stock rockers. I found other parts that we can use that are all leftover stuff. I'll show you guys what we found so far. So, oh, I didn't even tell you. I scored a deal. We have to add that on the list. So technically I'm upside down. I'll add it to the list. I found a brand new Holley Terminator Max complete kit. Computer, the small screen, the entire wiring harness for a truck setup, 24X reluctor truck setup, which is exactly what we have. Brand new in the box, still in plastic. I got the whole entire thing for $1,200. So that's a huge, that actually put us over our budget. I forgot to add that in, but we will do that for sure. So a couple bucks out of pocket right now. But I had this made for Kong, the supercharged Trailblazer. This is a 3D printed mount for the screen that Car Chains 3D, if you can see his logo. He makes awesome stuff for, I mean, related, anything Holley, fuel tech related, all different mounts and dashes. I have his dash. He sells Tinker screens and other screens for race cars. I have his dash and Tinker screen in Kong, the Trailblazer. I have one in my Camaro. I have mounts in my buddy's S10. He makes awesome stuff. So anyways, this is gonna be the mount we're gonna use for the small screen because we're gonna keep the stock gauges in the truck. I found an old Evil Energy, brand new overflow tank. I don't know if we're gonna use this or not, but brand new tank. So that's a possibility. A full Motion Raceworks steam port kit, flexible lines, so it'll work with that intake. I don't know if we'll need this or not, but this is a cam sensor extension that I didn't end up using. We have the full front cover kit. So we got our front cover gasket, we got the crank gasket, we have our water pump gaskets. This is a steering wheel horn delete for a Motion setup. I don't know if we're gonna get that deep into this truck or not, but I have it laying there. And then one of the things I was really excited about is this. I have brand new aluminum Holley fuel rails still in the package. So those are gonna be awesome for this build. Perfect. So those are all parts that we had laying around. How can you go wrong with that? I'm gonna throw this video together because we're already like 20 minutes into it, but please leave me a comment. Let me know what you guys think of Havoc. You saw the rendering. What do you guys think? Leave me a comment. Let me know what you guys would like to see with this truck. I think we're gonna do a budget build slash not budget build. Like, as you can see, we're buying nice parts for it, but we're also budget shopping. We're not going crazy. We're not gutting the truck. We're not putting a cage in it. This is gonna be a street truck, shop truck I can get in and drive every single day, but it's gonna look nice and perform. So we'll have a small turbo 5.3. I'm thinking like 600 horse, pump gas. I'm probably gonna put it on a flex fuel setup since I have the Holley now, but it's gonna be a pump gas truck. 93, pump gas, get in, turn the key, hit the AC, crank up the radio, and cruise. So that's the goal. I mean, right? Like, just get hell in it and drive, not worry about finding a gas station with E85 or getting race fuel for it or blowing it up every time you want to do a burnout. You want to get in and be reliable. So that motor, that turbo at like 600 horse is barely breaking the envelope. That setup should run north of 700 all day long and be totally reliable. You guys might be asking what we're doing about a transmission, and I'm not sure yet, but I already have one plan for it. But if it doesn't work out, we're gonna be going a completely different route. So you'll have to stay tuned for that. I'll show you what transmission's going in this later. But look how nice and clean this truck is. I mean, right now it's like dirty hell because it hasn't been washed or waxed in God knows how long. But like, look at how clean this is. It's barely surface rust. That's not even undercoated. Like, that's factory paint. Like, look how clean it is. It's look at that thing. Look, sticker is still on the frame. Can you see it? How does that even happen? This truck has 231,000 miles on it. I don't care where it was driven in the United States. How does it stay that nice with 231,000 miles? Here, let me show you the inside real quick. I know this video is dragging, but like, this is like, it's not dirty. Look how clean it is. The headliner is not sagging. Here, I gotta fix this tripod here. That visor is the only issue with the truck. The interior is super, super clean. All work nice, the wipers, the air conditioning works, everything works, except the motor. But we don't care about that because we're pulling it out. And that's the other thing. I'm not using this transmission, and I'm not using anything that has to do with that motor. So when that comes out, we're gonna sell all the accessories off that motor. We can sell the intake off that motor. We can sell the transmission. We can sell all that stuff. So that's all money that's gonna go back into the budget. But this thing's gonna look awesome when we're all done. All right, I dragged it out long enough. If you stuck around for this, props to you. I appreciate you. I love you guys. Remember, nothing stays stock. Stick around, it's gonna get cool.